The Patriots have gone ahead and made a signing that I really, really love. They got Jabrill Peppers from the Giants. Well, he wasn't on the Giants anymore. He was actually a free agent, and we went ahead and signed him to a 1-year deal. I know this is old news, but I was having some personal stuff happening in my life. So I had to take a break from making videos for a little while, but I am back. I want to talk about this one. We also have made a couple of other moves that I want to talk about as well soon, so there will be more videos. But I guess the important thing to note here is that Jabrill Peppers did rupture his ACL last season in Week 6, and that is something that is going to obviously impact his value. So I think the fact that we got him for what we got him for is a lot to do with that. Also, I think he had a history of being coached under Joe Judge when Joe Judge was with the Giants, and I think he really liked Joe Judge. So that was part of the reason uh, why the signing happened. He was a captain actually under Coach Joe Judge. So I think that's really crucial to note as well. And he's only 26. I mean, he's only 26. That is very young. And in recent years, I feel like the Patriots haven't signed a lot of, outside of last season, of course, a lot of young players, youthful players that have, more upside. And Peppers being 26, I feel like does have a lot of upside. But they did sign him to a 1-year deal, which tells me they are a little skeptical, but they're giving him kind of like a trial run here. Now, as we move over and just start talking about these grades that he had, he was drafted by the Cleveland Browns, and he played his rookie season in 2017. He also played with the Browns in 2018, which would turn out to be his best season of his career. And then he got traded to the Giants, where he played for 3 more years. Okay, so this is his overall defensive grades from Pro Football Focus, and then we'll break down some other things. Okay, in 2017, his rookie season, he had a 60 overall grade, which is what I would say is okay. That's okay to good territory. Then he had a 77.6, which is like the very good territory. Usually like 75 plus is really, really good. Although it doesn't sound that good because it's obviously 1 through 100, it actually is kind of on the upper end of things, just based on what players usually get valued here from Pro Football Focus. Then when he got traded to the New York Giants in 2019, he had a 64.3, which is still good, and then a 64.7 in 2020, which is still good. But then in 2021, it fell off to a 58.7 for the portion of 2021 that he did get to play, which I will say is only 6 games. So it's not a massive sample size, but it just wasn't turning out to be the best season to that point for him. Now, if you remember, Jabrill Peppers comes from the Michigan Wolverines, and he was kind of known as like a Swiss Army knife a little bit, where he can kind of do anything. Really talented player, and he's very versatile. Very, very versatile, I will say that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what positions he was being played at, because in 2021, this is how he was played with the New York Giants. He lined up 32 times on the defensive line, 60 times in the box, 107 times at slot cornerback, 19 times at wide cornerback, 11 times at free safety. So they moved this guy a lot. He was playing all sorts of different positions with the New York Giants that season. But I want to go back to 2020, where he had a full season here, and just go over the numbers. So 77 times at the defensive line for him, 383 times in the box. So he actually primarily played in the box in 2020, whereas in 2021, he actually primarily played at the slot corner position. Where in 2020, he also played 264 snaps at the slot cornerback position, which comes out as his second most that season. 44 snaps at slot corner or wide corner, which is going to be your left or your right corner, not the slot one, which is the middle one. Usually there's 3 corners, so wide would be the 1 and 2 corner, and then slot would be number 3. So 44 at wide corner, and then 143 at free safety. So he did play a lot more free safety that season. It is interesting to note that the previous 2 seasons he played much more as a linebacker and corner as opposed to a safety. It was like mostly corner, actually, if you take the 2 seasons as a whole. Then second most was linebacker, and then third most was safety. So he is extremely versatile. He's listed as a safety, but really he's played all sorts of positions. Mostly as the box safety, though. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm looking. The last time he played primarily as a free safety was in 2018. He was with the Giants, his first season with the Giants, 280 snaps at free safety. So then he kind of took on more of like a hybrid strong safety linebacker type role. So to me, what this sounds like, and as interesting as it is, this is a lot more of like a Patrick Chung type player. So I think this is what would be the best comparison for Jabril Peppers. But also we have Kyle Duggar, who's also taking up the box position, the slot position, as that strong safety hybrid player type role already. So I don't know exactly what the plan is for Kyle Duggar or Jabril Peppers. All I know is that I'm thankful we have both of them on the team because they're both 26 and they're both very talented at what they do. And I'm excited to see this team play together. I think we desperately needed youth at the safety position. I do feel confident that Jabril Peppers would be a good candidate to eventually be the free safety for the team. Let's say that we plan on moving away from obviously Devin McCourty over the next couple of years. We will be moving away from him, but really Adrian Phillips as well is up there in age. So I think that eventually the safety position could look like Kyle Duggar and Jabril Peppers overall, which is interesting to think about. But I think that's a good position to be in. You guys might have noticed I made a draft video. That was my most recent video, and I talked about how safety was like I think my fifth biggest need. That has moved down. So I'm gonna have to make that video again and move a different position up because definitely safety has been addressed in a big way with this signing. Also, wide receiver recently has been addressed with a big signing or trade, actually, better yet. And that's going to be my next video. So stay tuned for that one, guys. Be sure to smash the like button and subscribe for the best Patriots content on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one.